Well, we're in very good time, I think.
Oh, but so what? You always are.
I hope so, I hope so.
How do you do, Captain Wentworth?
Why, Miss Elliot. Good evening.
The weather has been very sad since you arrived.
Oh, I never let the weather bother me. Unless I'm at sea.
How do you like Bath so far?
Oh, it seems perfectly delightful.
I'm told the singer tonight is very good.
Is he? I'm afraid I've never heard of him before.
Well, nor had I until yesterday.
I've hardly seen you since our day at Lyme. I'm afraid you must have suffered very much from the shock of the accident.
No, I was upset, of course, as everyone was, but nothing more.
It was a frightful moment. Frightful day. However, the day did have some effects, some consequences which are not frightful at all.
Yes, I know.
When you had the presence of mind to send Benwick for the surgeon, you could hardly have guessed the important part he would play in Louisa's recovery.
Indeed, I did not. But it seems... I think it will be a happy match, don't you?
Yes. Yes, they're very fortunate. They have no difficulties to cope with at home, no opposition from parents, no caprice or delays.
No, so I understand.
All this is very much in favor of their happiness. More than... But I must confess, I do think there's a great disparity there, between their minds, I mean.
Well...
Louise is a very amiable, sweet-tempered girl and not stupid. Benwick's something more. He's a clever man, a man of real feeling.
Yes, I know.
A man like that in his situation with a heart almost broken. Fanny Harville was a very superior woman, you know. And his attachment to her was an attachment indeed.
So I have heard people say.
Man does not recover from such a devotion to such a woman. He ought not to. He does not.
Good evening, Lady Davenport. Oh, very good to see you again.
You must excuse me, sir. This is my party.
Of course. Perhaps I'll see you in the concert room.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, my dear cousin, how are you this evening? Oh, I think you're it's really rough man, to be honest. Miss Elliot, left alone?
Ritorna mia bene in braccio chitana e pace quest'alma per sempre godrò e pace quest'alma per sempre godrò per sempre godrò per sempre godrò per sempre per sempre per sempre per sempre godrò.
Did you like that song?
Oh, yes, I thought it was very pretty.
Oh, it was. But I couldn't admire it as much as I should. You see, I didn't understand a word of it.
Oh, well, this is what he was saying. My heart finds no peace away from my dear beloved. There remains only pain to lacerate my breast. Return, my beloved, to the arms which love you, and peace will delight my soul forever.
Is that all? Doesn't seem very much for such a long song.
Well, he says it all several times. But that's more or less the sense of it, or rather the meaning of the words. One mustn't talk of sense in an Italian love song.
Oh, indeed not.
But that's as near to the meaning as I can give you. I don't pretend to understand the language. I'm a very poor Italian scholar.
Oh, yes, I see you are. I see you know nothing of the matter at all. You only understand it well enough to translate at sights these inverted, transposed, curtailed Italian lines into clear, comprehensible, elegant English.
Oh.
You need say nothing more of your ignorance. That was complete proof.
Well, I never refuse such polite kindness, sir, but I would be sorry to be examined by an expert.
Oh, my dear cousin. I've not had the pleasure of visiting in Camden Place so often without finding out something about Miss Anne Elliot. And I must tell you, I think she is far too modest for the world in general and too highly accomplished for modesty to be natural in any other woman.
For shame. This is too much flattery.
Besides, perhaps I've known about you longer than you think.
Oh? Well, how, pray? Unless you heard my family mention me, you cannot have known about me before I came to Bath.
I heard about you by report long before that. I'd heard you described by an intimate friend.
Oh?
I know all about you for years. Looks, character, accomplishments, everything.
But how? Who told you?
Aha!
Oh, you must tell me.
Not now. Some other time, perhaps, but not now.
That's not fair.
No, the fairness is all on your side.
You're making it all up.
Perfectly true, I assure you.
You can assure me as much as you like, but unless you say who told you these things, I shan't believe a word of it.
You may believe it or not as you choose. Many years ago, I heard such a description of you that I've wanted to meet you ever since.
Respiri il suo cor, respiri il suo cor, respiri il suo cor, respiri il suo cor, respiri il suo cor.
I hope you're enjoying the concert.
Oh, very much. And you?
I confess I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, why?
I'd hoped the singing would be better.
Don't you like the tenor, then?
Not very much. To tell you the truth, I shall not be sorry when it's all over.
Oh, that's too harsh. There's always some pleasure to be got from music. The orchestra is not bad, surely.
No, I suppose not. You're very good at finding reasons for enjoying things.
Oh, I have so few opportunities of listening to good music. I'm not at all a good judge.
Oh, you mustn't say that.
It's true, I'm afraid. But however bad the performance, I always try to imagine how good it ought to be. I don't really listen properly at all.
You're even cleverer than I thought. That means you listen twice at the same time.
All I was trying to say was that even though you're probably quite right about the singer, I'm still enjoying the concert.
Oh, you shame me. I must try to be imaginative like you. Then perhaps I shall enjoy everything.
I beg your pardon, Miss Elliot. We must apply to you again to know what this next song is about.
Mr. Elliot says you're so good at Italian.
Let me see. It's another love song.
Ah, it's more pain and grief, I suppose.
I'm afraid so, yes. Sweet hope now returns to my soul and calm to my sad heart. You, dear damsel, who have put so much trust in me, I suppose, you will find one man faithful in love.
Oh, it's a happy one, then.
Yes, it seems to be. My heart is content with its dear object, which will shine forever in my breast.
How charming. Is that all?
Yes.
Quite enough. Who could ask for more than content in the dear object of his heart? Thank you, my dear cousin.
Yes, thank you, Anne.
I must wish you good night, Miss Elliot.
Aren't you staying for the rest of the concert?
No, I must be going. I must get home as soon as possible.
But surely this next song is worth staying for?
No. There is nothing worth staying for here. For me.
Mis previsiones se cumplían rigurosamente. Al concierto acudió todo Bath, y muy especialmente los amantes de la música. Yo sabía que el capitán Trent era de siempre un gran aficionado. No tardamos mucho en encontrarnos.
¿Quién es?
Por Dios, papá, estás harto de saberlo. Es ese capitán Trent.
Naturalmente. ¿Cómo no le había reconocido? Porque mi vista sigue siendo excelente.
Sin duda porque parece más delgado y no viste de uniforme.
Efectivamente, así es. ¿Qué hacen ahora? Parece que hablan muy entusiasmados.
Un hombre como él, con el corazón destrozado por la pérdida de Fanny Harvey, que era una mujer excepcional, no puedo entender cómo Benwick la olvidó tan pronto. Yo le aseguro, señorita Elliot, que nunca traicionaría un sentimiento tan importante.
Después del accidente, permaneció todavía en Lyme, según creo.
Sí, unos 15 días. Hube de quedarme allí hasta que Luisa curase totalmente. De algún modo me sentía responsable del accidente, pues fui yo quien propuso la excursión.
¿Y tanto tiempo en Lyme?
Los alrededores son muy hermosos. He paseado mucho a pie y a caballo, y cuanto más lo conocía, más me gustaba.
También me gustaría volver allí.
Pensé que no era muy de su agrado.
¿Por qué esa suposición?
No sé, pensé que en algún tiempo usted fue allí desgraciada.
Las últimas horas fueron en efecto penosas. Pero el recuerdo que tengo no es amargo. La verdad es que he viajado tan poco que cualquier sitio me parece interesante. Eso es lo que me ocurrió en Lyme. Es un lugar hermoso.
Hay muchos lugares hermosos en la Tierra. ¿Le gusta viajar, señorita Elliot? Aunque ya hace tiempo le hice esta misma pregunta. Quería saber si su respuesta es ahora la misma.
Ahí está por fin la de Dalrymple. Tengo que dejarle.
¿Me autoriza a visitarla en el entreacto?
Naturalmente. Estaré aquí. Esa es poco más o menos la traducción. Pero le advierto que no conozco mucho el italiano.
Sí, ya me he dado cuenta de que solo puede traducir de corrido y sin diccionario a un inglés claro y elegante.
No protesto por tan amable cumplido. Pero le advierto que temería el examen de un inteligente en la materia.
Empiezo a conocerla algo, querida prima, y la considero una mujer demasiado modesta para darse cuenta de sus propios méritos.
Si sigue lisonjeándome, no me enteraré de lo que viene ahora.
No es lisonja. Tal vez conozca detalles de su carácter mucho antes de lo que usted se figura.
No entiendo cómo. Solo me conoce desde hace un mes. A no ser que le haya oído hablar de mí a personas de mi familia.
La conocí a usted de oídas antes de venir a Bath. Alguien que estaba cerca de usted me la describía minuciosamente. Su carácter, sus méritos. Nada de lo que me dijo se ha apartado de mi memoria.
¿Alguien? ¿Quién pudo ser? ¿Una persona de mi familia?
No he dicho eso.
Oh, me intriga. Dígame su nombre.
No en esta ocasión, tal vez más adelante. Pero si hay algo que debo decirle ahora. El nombre de Anna Elliot hace tiempo que suena en mi oído. Hace tiempo que llena mi fantasía. Y yo quisiera confesarle un íntimo anhelo. Mi deseo de que nunca llevase otro apellido.
¿Buscabas a alguien?
No, señora Russell. Miraba un poco el ambiente.
Agradable, ¿verdad?
Sí, aunque no de primera calidad.
No me refería a la música, sino al público. He visto cómo te hablaba tu primo. ¿Es pronto para felicitarte?
Ya le dije, señora Russell, lo que opino sobre ese punto.
¿Así de fríamente?
No ha ocurrido nada que lo modifique.
Pero...
Nada, señora Russell.
Tal vez es prematuro. O tal vez sea este el momento y lo estoy estorbando. Vuelvo a mi sitio.
¿Qué le ha parecido nuestra orquesta?
¿Quiere la verdad?
Siempre quiero la verdad.
Defectuosa.
No son maestros, pero interpretan con gran entusiasmo.
El entusiasmo a veces no basta. Lo cierto es que esperaba algo mejor. Y me siento defraudado. Lo único que deseo ahora es que termine cuanto antes.
Me temo que no sea totalmente justo en su juicio.
Creo serlo.
O tal vez no ha elegido un buen lugar. En un concierto al aire libre la situación es muy importante. ¿Por qué no escucha la segunda parte aquí, junto a mí?
¿Ahí?
Sí, en este asiento.
Pensé que no estaba libre.
Yo no veo a nadie.
¿De verdad desea que...?
¿Por qué piensa que digo lo contrario de lo que deseo?
No ha sido mi intención dudar. Le aseguro que le agradezco.
Perdone, capitán. Querida prima, necesito de nuevo su ayuda. Lamento interrumpirla, pero cuando le he dicho a la señorita Carter lo bien que traduce usted el italiano, se ha apresurado a rogar una traducción de la canción del programa. Así es que, si fuese posible...
No irá usted a marcharse, capitán.
Esa era mi intención.
Es que la próxima aria no vale la pena de que se quede.
No, señorita Elliot. No merece la pena nada de que yo me quede aquí.
Celos. El capitán Trent tenía celos de William Elliot. ¿Cómo poder creer semejante cambio solo unos meses después de los amargos días de Uppercross?
How do you do, Captain?
Well, thank you, Miss Elliot.
You've come for the concert?
No, I have come for a lecture in navigation. Am I in the wrong place? I've hardly seen you since that wretched day at Lyme. I'm afraid you must have suffered somewhat from the shock, the more so from it not overpowering you at the time.
Oh, I do not think I was in danger from suffering from not being overpowered, thank you, Captain.
When you had the presence of mind to send Captain Benwick for a surgeon, I'll bet you had little idea of the consequences.
No, I had none. But I hope it will be a very happy match.
Indeed, I too wish them luck. They have no difficulties to contend with at home. No opposition. No caprice, no delays. And yet, Louisa Musgrove is a very amiable, sweet-tempered girl, and not unintelligent, but Benwick is something more. He's a clever man, a reading man, and I do view... suddenly attaching himself to her like that. A man in his situation, with a broken heart. I mean, Phoebe Havel was a wonderful woman, and he was devoted to her, and a man does not recover from such a devotion to such a woman. He ought not. He does not.
Did you stay long at Lyme?
A fortnight. Till we were assured of Louisa's recovery. The country roundabout is very fine. I walked and rode a great deal.
I should like to see it again.
Would you? I would have thought... I mean, the distress too painful.
But when the pain is over... I have travelled so little. Every fresh place is of interest to me. One day I should very much like to see it again.
It was my doing. Solely mine. Louisa would not have been obstinate if I had not been weak. And I have never...
Need to do him for. May I have the pleasure?
Siamo al fine
And after they have done this, their two hearts will combine in eternal union. That is the literal meaning of the word. To give the sense would not, I think, be proper. And besides, I am a poor Italian scholar.
Yes, I see you are. I see you have only enough of the language to translate it at sight into clear, comprehensible English. You need not say anything more of your ignorance. Here is complete proof.
Well, I should hate to be examined by a real proficient, Mr. Elliot.
You are too modest. The world is not aware of half of your accomplishments.
This is too much flattery.
I do not think I could ever flatter you enough.
A well-looking man, yes, very well-looking man.
Very fine young man indeed. More air than one often sees in Bath. Irish, I dare say.
Captain Wentworth of the Navy. A bowing acquaintance. His sister is married to a tenant of mine in Somersetshire.
Do you take my meaning, Anne? Or must I translate for you?
Please excuse me a moment. Oh, Captain, are you leaving already?
Yes.
But the music is good, is it not?
I neither know nor care.
But will you not What? Oh, this is too sudden.
Is it?
But what is the matter with you?
Nothing at all. Miss Elliot, you must come back to explain the Italian again. Miss Carteret is anxious to know what she is to hear.
Good night.
But the next song is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful love song. Is that not worth your staying for?
No, there's nothing worth my staying for.
It is beginning.
Good heavens. Is that Frederick Wentworth?
Isn't he the nobody?
What on earth is he doing in Bath?
Captain Wentworth. Is the programme to your liking?
I found myself at liberty this evening.
Bath has much to offer those who are interested in music.
So I am led to believe.
And shall you be staying long in Bath?
I don't know. That is to say, I am not certain. It all depends.
I see.
Miss Elliot.
Lady Dalrymple.
Anne! Listen, Anne! Lady Dalrymple is here.
Oh,
In that family, if I'm any judge.
Certainly, if the rumors are to be believed.
Are you going?
Yes.
Is the first half at least not worth staying for?
No. There's nothing here worth me staying for. Good night.
My dear Anne, is all well? You're also dreadfully concerned.
Yes. Felt suddenly a little faint. I'm quite recovered. Should we not return to the concert?
Dearest Anne, I have been awaiting an opportunity to speak to you privately, and now it seems to have come.
Sorry, sir, I'm not very good company.
My dear cousin, you are far too modest for the world in general to be aware of even half your accomplishments.
Really, sir. Did not think you know me that well.
On the contrary. The name of Anne Elliot has long had a beguiling charm for me. If I dared, I would now breathe my sincerest wish that that name might never change.
Sir.
I do not venture to expect an immediate answer to my proposal. But I cannot in honor further conceal my intentions. And perhaps tomorrow night at Camden Place, you will feel able to make me the happiest and most fortunate of men.
Shall we? How's Louisa?
Very much recovered, yet still healing slowly. It's going to take time and love to see her through.
Good. So long as you're in Bath, I hope we can see a bit of one another.
I'm actually not sure how long I'll be here. I'm in the throes of a difficult decision. Been offered a position aboard a ship.
Oh.
She sets sail for Malta Saturday, so I don't have long to make up my mind.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Indeed it does. I love my work and I'm happy for the opportunity to serve, but then...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to steal my Anne for a moment. Fluent in Italian too, would you believe it? We need some help translating the program.
Just one moment.
Anne, we need you to do Italian for our cousins.
I do hope you'll be able to make it to the wedding. Anne would be devastated if you weren't there. I know how much she values your friendship.
Frederick! I was hoping we could continue our conversation.
Sadly, I'm not sure there will be another opportunity. I've just made up my mind. I'm off to sea. Much to put in order before Saturday.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting again.
No. I'm afraid it's I who was interrupting. Enjoy the second act.
Oh, we will. I didn't mean to upset...
Mr. Elliot, if you would just let me speak.
You interrupted me. Let me say what's on my mind first. I'm new to these genuine feelings. I'm trying to learn from you, for you. You're far too good for me, and I'm terrified. But I want very much to make you my wife. Nothing else would make me happier.
Your wife?
Yes, you don't have to answer now. But please, think on it.